bars on tech tape. You heard?
That's definitely bars.
That's definitely bars.
So peep game. So peep game, bro. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the tech table. For sure. We was talking about, we was on some other shit. We was talking about the Lord. You feel me? We was finna get into church. We were really finna break it down, but now we ain't gonna do that. We got one of our brothers in this motherfucker today, man.
One of the finest.
One of our brothers in this motherfucker today. Yeah. From the beginning, man. Day one, since we've been in this game. This man been in this game, but he's not only been in this game, he's been crushing it, bro. Done been on tours. You feel me? He doing multiple things with his talent, with being an artist. Phenomenal gentleman, man. Jay Wonder, man.
What's up, everybody? What's up? Appreciate y'all, my brothers.
For sure. Appreciate y'all. Show you some love, man. Part of the family, man. For sure.
Nah, man. It seemed crazy because like we done been all over the country with each other, so like it's awkward that this right here would be like, damn, now we here.
We here, bro.
Now we here.
We here, we doing it. Yeah.
We've been chilling for a minute, though. Yeah. We've been chilling for a minute, bro.
We be chilling, man.
So look, so tell us a little bit about yourself, bro. You got to talk about yourself, bro.
Well, my name is Jay Wonder. I like to think of myself as like a visionary rebel, if you will. Not even
for sure.
But not for real though. But it's just I'm just a person that loves music and live his life every day dedicating to, adding something to the conversation, changing the sound, giving something to the world. So whatever I get back is something that I can work with, you know what I'm saying? You only get what you put in. So you give out 100% love, you give out a maximum effort, you'd be surprised at what you get. You bet big, you win big. So
that's low-key a gym.
That's a gym, bro.
Yeah.
That's a gym.
Yeah.
That's a gym. So more like what do like let's talk about the artistry side of you. Like that's what a lot of people fail to realize. A lot of us in this game, we don't just do one thing. We're like artists, bro. Like we do multiple things. Right. Like we're gifted in many different ways. So tell us more about the artist side in you.
Well, the artist side of me is how I even got here, because I went to the Art Institute of Atlanta to get my bachelor's degree in audio production just to learn how to make my music sound good. Ended up meeting a production company owner, and then he turned me into a LED wall tech, And that's how we all met. We all met that same production.
For sure.
Company.
Shout out to Brad.
Shout out to Brad.
Shout out to Brad. That is for sure how we all know each other.
Yes. He
10 plus years because of that, man.
That's how half the family
in the game. He took me under his wing. Made me a LED wall tech.
He made me a video tech.
Kicking and screaming. I ain't want to do it.
I'll take a shot at Brad. I ain't gonna cap. Shout out to that boy Brad. Shout out to that boy
Shout out to Brad, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to Brad.
So we just did. I lost my train of thought.
Shout out to Brad out. Nah.
You know what
Shout
I'm
out Brad.
You was real, you was at that Atlanta Institute.
You got to think about it right now. As far as with you, let's talk about your latest project. Like what you've been doing. Like you've been on the road here lately with Janae Aiku.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
That's big.
That's because of your connection.
Big. Flowers. We gotta get flowers.
That's because of your connection.
Yeah. With Brad.
Bruh, that's what I'm saying, bro. Realistically, so you got to keep it real, bro.
Got to keep it
and you got to give your flowers when it come to that. Like, because you crushed it, bro. So I really want to know more about it. Like, you ain't talked about it. I want to know more about it.
I ain't talked about it. But so, anyway, we go on a tour with Janae Aiko from her summer run. And so we just wrapped up with the December one. Shout out to DJ Starzer. Shout out to Janae. Shout out to Mad Lion, the whole family, Jahi, everybody out there, Tre. And it was just it's only 2 times I've been outside on the road, like doing this for 12 years, that I took work home with me like as my family. Like so the other time that happened was with YF and Lucci, and we was talking about how my artistry like paved the way like for that. Like I met Lucci in 2018, went on tour with him as his kind of Brad forced me into like leveling up on that side too, because he was making me the tour production manager where I had to advance the shows and all that stuff. Like it was like the first half of the shows I ain't advanced nothing until I got tired of getting there and showed up and nothing was right, because I was like, bro, like how you just go?
But you learned, bro.
I learned, bro, and end up he ended up having a studio on the tour bus, and that's what kickstarted everything. YF and K, free my brother K, like he took me under his wing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I know you like, and it was just all love. It started with him. So it started with a recording studio on the back of the tour bus. We on an off day, I hook it up, I get it working. So like, well, we doing sessions in there. The next thing you know, turning to making beats in there. Then we just locked in from 28. We've been locked in ever since 2018. So pandemic rolled around, and that same relationship turned into me mixing and producing on Wish Me Well 3 with Lucci, and getting royalties to this day on music production outside of like the stage production shit. And so like even from the first tour I went on with 2 Chainz, and it's Too Good to Be True tour, like that taught me like stage presence. Like it feeded me as like my own artistry. Like boom, all right, bruh's gonna work this side of the stage. He ain't gonna just stand in the middle. He gonna go over here. He gonna do this kind of
all the way down
response.
To bro was in a wheelchair, bro.
Nah, for real. But that was just
I know.
Like that was his first like it wasn't even that the wheelchair was bigger than theater. I can't remember. But it was like theater tours at first. Like Too Good to Be True was we was doing like House of Blues and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like the Pretty Girls Like Trap tour, that was arguably like a bigger run. I think that was arena run. And so so it's cool to say that I was on one of 2 Chainz first like tours. And I went to it's school. Like ever since then they had the showcase at Harlem. It used to be called Harlem Nights downtown. They had the showcase down there. Harlem Nights. And
Harlem Nights.
They had
on the corner.
Yeah,
Cortland,
Street
right?
Execs used to put it on, and then I went on
the corner, Cortland.
On Cortland, right across the street from the hotel. And Street Execs had a
I shot. Yeah, they used to have contests there. Yeah, I filmed you there.
So I came off tour with that, like, and I was like, boy, I
remember that.
And went out there and gave them boys a show. I run the first one of that, and it just been kind of just building.
Yeah, I remember that.
Like so,
we shot a little vlog. I filmed you that night.
Yeah, you sure did.
I love this though, bro, because you brought like a crazy talking point. Shout outs to whoever will be viewing this show, because this is the type of stuff that we need to be promoting. Like low key, bro said he took his work home with him. And all of this started from you taking your work home with you.
Exactly.
Like, the work does not stop.
It don't stop, bro.
You there for a reason. Like, because you could look at it 2 ways. It's a positive. It's 2 windows you can look at in any situation in life. It's a clean one and a dirty window. If I was looking at the dirty window, I would have been probably looking at it for some low vibrational sort of, like, God, like, I know I said I wanted to tour and be an artist and all that stuff, but dang, I'm just be the cameraman on the tour, da 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 da. And then, but the clean window is
you going.
I mean, thank you. The clean window is thank you, God. Like I'm in
somewhere else.
I'm in class right now.
See, this what we were talking about before we finna come on. Before we came on, this kind of he going right back into that conversation. He going right back into that conversation. Cause that's how we feel, bro. It's a clean window and it's a dirty window, bro.
Yeah, it's
you
2
right,
ways
bro.
you can look at it every time, and if you keep
every time
you look at the positive way every time, you're gonna be able to take something way bigger than you every time.
Every time.
And so fast forward, that's 2013. Fast forward 2021, 2020, I get the opportunity to perform on the Millennium Tour. I'm there as a system technician for the LED wall, they Jumbotron. And I'm there looking like this. This is tech clothes, you know what I'm saying? All black, And they already making jokes like, hey, what time you gonna go on stage? Blah, 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 blah. And then it went from a joke to a reality one day. And I had to, it almost shook me because I was like, damn, like this what you like.
As
This
an
what you
artist.
asked
They
for,
spoke
and
into
now
existence,
it's
don't
ready.
they? That's
You're like,
dope.
are you
As
ready?
an artist.
Yeah.
And so that turned into like 3 dates with them at MGM Grand, Jacksonville, when my mom and them got a chance to come and see me perform on the tour on stage, and that shit was
Shout out to Ray, man.
crazy, man.
Shout out to Ray. Shout
Round
out
of
to Ray,
applause,
bro.
Ray.
Shout out to Ray. Gotta get that man flowers, bro. Shout out to Ray, bro.
But no, man, that was a dope opportunity. That was a dope opportunity, and I had to do every job that day. I don't think there's an artist, and even I think I'm still processing it to this day because I woke up that day, I programmed the wall, and then I got the call to be able to do it, and then it turned into me having to make my content for the wall that I built all this time, and then make my set, and then rehearse a little bit, and then go and actually do the show, get off stage, change, because I ain't trying to, I ain't trying to raise no other eyebrows, you know what I'm saying? And then run the show for that, and then run the show, and then tear it down. Like, it literally did every job in the, like, from the artist to the tech production to loading it out, and then they're like, man, like, and I definitely felt it. I definitely felt it.
Let's talk about that too, bro. As far as like the time consumption too, because like being an artist, being a tech, everyday life, you got family, you got things of that nature too. But you are a perfect example of someone that like balances it all. Because I do the same sometimes, and it can be a struggle. So I want to hear like your perspective on it.
Well, you kind of gotta always, like I said, clean window, dirty window. Like, granted, like my base is Atlanta, so I got a lot of relationships, and it's like homework here I gotta do, like showing up this place, doing this showcase, doing this thing. But when you make your living on the road, it kind of make it hard to like follow up and keep the momentum like building up sometimes. So you kind of gotta make your home where your hat is. So
That's a fact.
So like my shout out to Joe, and like he took love and artistry on the road and touched many different places, making this hat, wherever his hat is, that's his home in. So it got to the point to where I'm taking my recording studio, like I can't not record music, so I got it inside a little carry-on case. Over years, it just downsized till I got in the carry-on case, so now I can pull up a studio anywhere, you know what I'm saying, to record a song or. So it's just like, and then making sure you don't ever have to like go out there and present yourself, oh, I'm an artist, because ultimately you're out there to do a job. Like, I never made a connection on the road by going out there and be like, hey, yo, I'm an artist, I kind of just show up as myself.
Exactly.
And then the right questions kind of come. And then whoever gravitate for it. Like, hey, bro, what do you do? Like, you don't look like an LED wall tech. It kind of opened organic doors like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's I don't know if I answered the question, but I know I take it. I say
for sure.
take your. You are the church on the move. Tied it back to what we was talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Glory be to God.
Yeah, take it with you.
For sure.
Wherever
for
your
sure.
hat is, that's your home.
So that segue into like a perfect, one of our topics, I guess, for the day. You basically live your life in this fashion and it's funded by what you do in production.
Yeah. Acts of service. I lead with acts of service. I read something like back in 2017. I said you have to give to get. You have to get to get. When you want love, you give love, and you show love. And it was this poem I read that said I bargained for life for a penny, and I learned that that's all he gave me. That's all it gave. It like as if I bargained for more, I would have got more.
More, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
So I just show up every day as like, all right, this is what I'm on this tour with Janae. I want her. I seen how the effort. It's not that like we tour with a lot of artists, but every now and then you get that special artist like a Janae, like a Tyler the Creator, or like somebody that really care about their production, and you get a chance to be a part of their vision. You know what I'm saying?
Real creative,
right?
Exactly. Real
Right,
creative.
and you like shout out to Carrington, man. Shout out to that boy Eyes. but another stage production designer and music video director and an artist as well. You know what I'm saying? Like kind of on that same. I just thought about him when I got on that line, that train of thought. But you want to show up for them and give your all. Like boom, if I'm gonna be the big lens cameraman on this tour for this artist, I'm gonna be even if there isn't a set list, or a shot list or whatever, I'm gonna give her the best shots that I can. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And you go, and then it shows up. It shows back up to you, or it's something as simple as I'm gonna make sure that the promoter doesn't have to spend any. I'm gonna make sure they get their set time that they have to allot it for,
sure.
by making sure I get my part of the production up on time. So the promoter don't have to kick out no money, it don't eat up no back end. You don't take away from the fans.
Which is a heavy topic right there too. Yeah. We definitely gonna have to talk about that another time too. Like being on time.
And how
that's important.
How crucial
and
that
how
is.
it affects the whole
that
day.
That is so important.
They gotta hold doors. Then there's a trickle down effect.
That is important, bro.
So,
very important.
It's beautiful because whenever I do get the budgets and the opportunity to take it further, I know everything. I won't be able to get gypped. I won't be able to. I know how much an LED wall costs. I know how much labor is.
Everything.
I know. On my first tour, I want to work on the crew. I want to do what I did on the Millennium Tour on my first tour and document it. Just to, even if I never do it again. I feel like I was in school these past 12 years in production. And it grew me as an artist and how I show up on stage. It grew me as an artist and the stage production that I'm able to bring to when I show up in the world, even at this level. It's like it's not a lot of independent artists who can be like, all right, I could put on a show in Atlanta with a LED wall, a fully produced show in a sound house, and then take it to Manhattan and then do it again. It's
exactly.
That's what I just want to continue to do, just elevate and just bring a level of production and put more people that look like us on using our artistry. So that's why I love being a part of the black production family, because that's ultimately what we doing. It's not a lot of people that look like us, and we get belittled sometimes for looking like how we look. Like we can't do our work. Cool.
So how does that feel, bro? Because you know how it is, like being who we are, black young black ambient technicians, right?
Yeah.
And you know, been in every theater, every arena. You know how some of the union local techs
be tested. Patients
some of those,
tested.
The ones that could turn orange and red sometimes. How they can get. How does that feel? Like when you walk into a big arena, knowing that the position that you're in. Like,
so we already got to be twice as fast and twice as smart in that arena. So you're gonna get your intelligence challenged every bit of the way, but you can't show your hand and show anger. You kind of just killing with kindness. And when they be sarcastic, I always find the truth is an easy sarcasm cutter. Like, hey, buddy, you just gonna stand there and talk all day? Well, yeah, until you get what I'm trying to tell you, so you can see how to do this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
When you killing with grace and then actually be great at your job, they follow the line, and if they don't, hey, you're the lead of the crew. Get away from me.
For sure.
We don't have to work together, bro.
Sure,
it's other departments. We
really touched on that last episode. We really touched on that last episode for real when Will came in the room and we was talking about how you got to stand up to these folks, bro. You really got to stand up to these folks.
Yeah, because
and then Rondell was like, you tell them what to do, right? This is what Rondell said. You tell them what to do. He said, and then you still go back after them. Mm-hmm. And check. It's just by habit. You gonna do that. So that's perfect for our next topic. Instinct. That was our next topic. Like instinctly wise, it's automatic, right? When you the things you grew up doing, the things you did as a child, it's automatic. Boom. You doing it now, today, in this realm. I'm talking about all the way down to laying tape down straight, to cutting cables, to whatever. Like, so when we talk about instinct, can you think of an instinctly time where it's just like you doing this and it's like crazy? I can't believe I'm getting paid to do this, bro. It's crazy.
Well, I've been in, we gonna figure stuff out. You know what I'm saying? And I know a couple times instinct kicked in where I had nothing but the job and the show still had to go on. And I was that kid in the house, like taking apart gadgets, you know what I'm saying, with a pair of scissors, a butter knife. We ain't had no screwdriver, you know, splicing cables together. And so when I got into LED wall production and all of that stuff, like sometimes you have different power sims. You got True One and Power Cons, and they got two different ends. And sometimes one wall comes with a set that another wall is supposed to have, and you kind of got to make it work with some editing. So you end up having to change a True One to a Power Con. And so I end up, I didn't have a screwdriver, I didn't have my kit. It was kind of like a last minute thing. I just kind of did. And I end up, it was like 4 in the morning in the middle of the hotel. The show went at 8 in the morning and I couldn't. So it was like,
trying to figure it out.
So all I had was a pair of scissors and a cable and some E-tape. And I turned right back into that kid, tricking and stuff. And I put the ends together, swapped the ends, and able to tape it up, make it safe. And then we ran the show. And then I got on that production company's head, like, bro, don't ever put me in this position again, bro.
Don't do that again. Don't do that again,
like,
bro.
Please don't do that again.
So Rondell, look, can you think of a time where it's been like you went back to being that little kid?
Shoot, I want to say like every day, mess around, like every day. Well, not even every day. Like most jobs, cause we even have fun on job sites, bro. Like,
bro, we be popping shit.
we be wilding.
I ain't
like,
even gonna count. We really be having fun.
Bro, bring the football out.
Yeah.
Like we bring the football out. Even like that, big kid moments. Like
everybody on scooters.
Everybody on scooters. We pulling up on scooters, bro. If that's not the biggest kid thing
that's taking
we
home.
could do.
Everybody on scooters. My boy Will got the 3-wheel, mother.
Oh yeah,
I seen boy, Jarvis, he talking about facts.
Chicago. Y'all was on the, you know, we met up with Will in Chicago. We was on tour and he was on the gig. He and Big Tre, Joey pulled up on us. And he pulled up on that scooter.
On that scooter, bro.
Yeah, I remember that.
Pulled up
Some
on that
venues you can't. So some venues you can't be on the. So this corporate world. Some venues you can't be on the 2 scooters. You can only be on the 3 scooters, like the tripod scooters.
3-wheeler. Yeah. Shout outs to Will. With the
Shout out to Will, man. He was the only one who had the tripod scooter, bro. That boy Will.
But I mentioned that though to talk about like the having fun moments. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro,
because you gotta have fun with your job though, or it's gonna, because it can get stressful. But you gotta be good at your job so you can have fun. Because if you suck, boy, you was not gonna have fun.
And that's the thing. Even down to like
not gonna have fun.
Even down to building scenic and stuff like that. Like when you gotta build scenic and layout, like you're supposed to have fun with that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. When you hanging your PA, when you get them lights to hit the circle, that's fun. Like that's actually fun. Like
sometimes I feel like a video
graphics.
game, bro. Like feel like you Tetris all over again, putting this piece here.
Yeah, when it all come together.
Fitting this here, fitting it here. It feels like a game sometimes. Like those instincts, like playing your favorite game.
When it all come together.
This cable that goes here, this cable that goes here, this that goes here, this that goes here, this that goes here.
It is like Tetris.
It feels like Tetris.
All the way from the beginning. You got to start from Vectorworks.
I was just about to say that. It's something magical about seeing
when you
something
start
on
from
paper
a drawing,
like
an actual drawing, boom, and it's right there in real life. So as artists, we have to paint a picture, right?
Yeah.
So what is the first time where you instinctively, because we just got off instinct, the first time where you feel like, damn, I'm about to do production. This is it. This what I'm about to do. I'm locked in.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I got brought in. I was kicking and screaming, bro. like I ain't gonna lie, because I wanted to be front of house tech. Music is my thing. What the hell you mean you gonna make me a video tech? Like, I don't want to do that. And then I literally got tricked on my first job into be, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then so it turned into, and then after, because I was, I didn't go to school for video. I went to school for audio. So I was like, I couldn't see the bigger picture.
Frustration.
I couldn't see the, you know what I'm saying? But after I locked in and it was like, all right, boom, I'm not about to let this beat me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to how much you about to pay me for a day rate, brother? I think I'll figure it out. I think I'll figure it out. And then just want to be good at your job, and then meeting other technicians, and then realizing like, dang, at one point I was like 2013, 2014, like damn, like in Georgia, like it's only like. It's not that many LED wall techs. I really represent like a rare breed,
bro.
And it's a certain
It's
level
more
of
now.
pride.
I mean, it's more now,
but you were an LED wall tech at a time where there
bro,
weren't
the beginning,
And the boom,
the
like
beginning.
2018.
DVI.
Yeah,
DVI, that man was on LED
I built
wall with
every
the
type
DVI.
of LED wall, like from the SDI LED wall, and everybody, bunch of people they know there was a Wind Vision wall, old as hell, SDI. The Nova Star, and even down to the new ones like Brompton and LED Manager. There's also Color Light too. Like it's different. It's a lot of different ones.
It's a lot of different.
And they all talk to the walls and different. They all do the same thing, but they communicate with them differently. And it's and every time I got put onto a new production system or a new processing system, it was me being that LED wall tech being thrown into it all over again, and I already had the experience to be able to. I made it through that. I can make it through this. I did an SDI wall. I can learn this.
Bro, it's something about the fire, bro.
It's something about being. I learned through fire.
This kind of take me to
It's something about
the
fire.
last episode where I asked Carol and I asked Will. Shout outs to C-Dub. Shout outs to Will. But when is a moment like while working like in production where you had like a make something out of nothing situation? Like, can you think of a time, whether it's a small show, big show, crazy situation, messed up,
I
or
could think
funny?
of one.
Like,
I did
You
Afro
just talked
punk.
about that cable though, but that cable.
I got
was
the
crazy.
cable probably was crazy with that. Crazy.
I got
Hey, if you got one crazy than that cable, bro.
No, I know it's not crazy the cable, but it's kind of like LED wall, like kind of a LED wall story. Where I did an Afro punk gig, and the client or the promoter, whoever, just booked too many. He had a stage that didn't go high enough to support, and he had also a floor package LED wall that was cutting into the upstage wall. And I'm sitting there asking all day. I'm just an LED wall builder. I build the wall. I'm not, I need to know this information. Like, hey, is this wall going to get tore down? Like, are y'all going to keep it? The guy was like, we spent all this money on the wall. We want to keep it there. They didn't have a system technician there for the show to like kind of do a design for they had no design for the wall. It was just two LED walls there and one blocking each other, make it work for us. And so I ended up having to, like, on the fly, like, maybe 2 hours before doors, like, I kind of just got the idea to map the wall to where it looked like the middle wall, the floor wall, was just coming out of the big wall. So wherever the wall cut out on the upstage wall, I mapped the stage, the floor package to pick it up. So say it was a hand starting up here upstage and he goes down here, it's going to show up, it's going to pick up in the right way. And so it kind of gave it an immersive effect, and they ended up loving it. But if I had not gone through those fire military, I could think of a show where I've learned that type of inbox mapping. Like,
right,
I thought think of pain.
Bro, you funny as hell, bro. You funny as hell, bro. Will, that's tough, bro. With the countdown, that nigga J1 funny, boy. So look, bro. So let's talk about the, bro. We real deal. Like, y'all gotta understand. Like, we done known each other for years, bro. Like,
real life family,
all of
bro.
us, bro. We done known each other for years. Like, we done watched each other grow up for real. Like,
No, boys and men, for real.
like for real, bro. So it's like we got a real friendship, bro. So going into that, right, what we're gonna talk about is, your newest projects. Like, what's the newest projects that you got going on?
So, No Flossin music video just dropped with YFNK, free YFNK. You know what I'm saying? Lucha Home. And Me First, the third single from our project we dropped in March 1st called Better. You know what I'm saying? And kind of just a little glimpse of that show in New York and that show in Atlanta, or the life on the road. It's kind of like it's balancing that sonically. You know what I'm saying? And it's fun every day, turning those stories and those vibes and those feelings into like inspiration for music.
Visually,
Yeah,
you get to do that visually.
We getting better. We literally getting better. That's why we called it better, because we better versions of ourselves than we were a couple years ago when we first started doing this. Right. And hopefully, when you listen to the album, you leave being a better version of yourself. Whether it helped you feel better, you goddamn went to the. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Bro, even like I had a homeboy that used to always say like tomorrow better than yesterday.
Tomorrow, bro, that's it. That's just I live by that, bro. I live by that code. Like that's really it. Be better than you were yesterday.
It gets better, and that's what make you get over those fears. Dang, you are blessed to be challenged every day you wake up in a way, because you get a new superpower, a new even if it's a scar, it's the toughest part of your skin.
It's a gift.
It's a gift.
It's a gift.
This callus on your hands from building these LED walls.
It's a gift.
It's a gift.
It's a gift.
That's the reality of it, man. Life is a gift, and it's a gift to get where we're at. So, speaking on how your artistry, but Rondell's artistry, my artistry, of course. You know, we got love in artistry. It's a lot of artistry going on around here. Like,
shout outs to the missus. We ain't recording right now, but she can see this. Hopefully this going she can see this.
Smooth, man. Smooth, man. She can see this.
Nah, man, it's
my health.
We was on
dope.
She said, "Hey y'all."
What he do?
What's up?
She said y'all looking good. So we calm, we good.
Good.
Hope it's steady.
Let's see.
We chilling.
So it's crazy.
She said she keeping Will in order back there.
Ooh, Jarvis.
That boy
Jarvis. VOG.
We was on.
Every show got a VOG, son.
Yeah. We was on. That's the craziest thing too. We need to talk about that right there.
But VOG. No, every show got a VOG, son.
Or a MC.
Yep.
Would you be an MC?
Control the atmosphere.
You'll be an MC, J1?
What's up?
You'll be an MC for the right price?
What, talking about where?
A master of ceremonies, like somebody that...
Like, it depends on the gig.
A G thing.
Like host or
something.
something.
Or a host?
Yeah.
I know I can do that, because I be kind of have to do it for like, I know I could do it.
That shit'd be sweet.
I think J1 would be fire.
Yeah, that's what I said. I know you would, bro.
Yeah, it's just I got two versions, an introvert and an extrovert. The extrovert could kill that shit, because I'll be like, nah, all the way till I get on stage. All right, boom, I'm here now. I'm not about to die, nigga. You right there with the wig on. Hey, brother.
You gonna just start joining That's it.
Hey, who in here got a crazy talent that they want to show on stage for one time? Like, you don't know, you gotta be fired. Don't come on the stage and waste none of our time. Like,
you can turn it up though, bro. It's.
We got our host for our MC for the first BPF.
Hell nah, that nigga ain't
mixing mingling.
That nigga not doing that. That nigga not doing that.
I gotta send you the shit that you wasn't coming, right? Alright, cool. I had to send this event, yo, that tech mixer event. The joint is dope. But I gotta show it to you. Bruh, there's
somebody having a tech mixer?
Bro, they already started. And there's another one this weekend.
Who is
it? What did
he
you say?
We gonna kick it back to you. Just keep going.
Who is it?
Networking group.
I'll go to that.
Because they do like networking events all the time. So it's like now they doing one for tech. So I was like, oh snap.
Send me that.
Thanks.
Yeah, definitely.
We pull up. I mean, we should fuck around going there like deep. 12 people deep with BPF. Bro.
Definitely going. Hey, that boy Will say we need to go in there. Hey, deep, bro,
deep
with the BPF on.
They gonna be like, yo, who is these things?
Straight up. And we really need to see if you can perform. We can get you to perform. We need to holler at them on some other shit.
Who's that?
Whoever doing that.
Shoot.
Yeah.
All we need,
We really could put our own
all
on.
we really need, we can put one on. And it'd be dope to celebrate this too. Like, all we need is to go to the event. All we need is 2 phones, bro. One to capture audio, one to capture video. We could do small little interviews or like, hey, yo, 10-second interview, you be down with it? What's the hardest thing with being a black production technician? A black technician. We don't even know what type of tech they are, but what's the hardest thing as far as being a black technician in Atlanta?
Hell yeah.
And then next thing you know, we got 10 different 10-second reels of different people in that one spot. Right, I got different opinions on being a black tech.
That's hard though.
Because some of them probably like IT at this place, IT at that place.
Yeah, they ain't even really doing production like
They
that.
probably not really doing production, but they still techs. So we got to have a question that's like broad for black techs as opposed to like just audio visual techs.
Exactly.
Like whenever we ask them something.
Because it's a lot of different type of techs out there. Real talk, be honest. A lot of different type of people move in the tech industry a lot of different ways. So, bro, tell us, bro, J1. Next, bro. We ain't gonna get off topic. What's the next thing you got coming up? What's the next big thing you got coming up?
Better dropping March 1st. Y'all check my Instagram at JWonder for details on the listening we're gonna have after it drop. But sure enough, we got Better the album dropping March 1st. We just dropped No Flossin music video with YFNK. And Me First just dropped this past Monday on all streaming platforms. So that's the third single from
that boy
the
dropping,
drop.
boy.
Yeah, no, I've been holding on for a while, man. So it's time to.
It's that time.
I got
It's crazy how my
That's
dog
right.
sit back and hold on to content.
Yeah, because
My boy hold on to a video for a year.
But timing is timing, bro.
And when
Honestly,
you
like
don't-
timing.
A lot of people don't do that shit though. A lot of people don't do that.
Don't.
And then the quality, bro, the quality.
I wanted to be
But,
right.
but good quality means it's
The
timeless,
quality
though.
is crazy,
Good
bro.
quality makes
Right.
it timeless.
And so I'm trying not to get in I took trying out of my vocabulary this year. So I am doing the work
I
to
felt
continue to not get in my own way. And, you know, because you can't catch no fish, you won't ever put your net out there. So,
For sure. For sure.
so
So
yeah.
that's on the artist side. Is there any like specific tours or any specific like shows on the technician side that you be doing upcoming, like coming up or?
Well, we just finished Janae. You know, you got a couple verbal agreements out there, but, you know, I don't want to.
Knock on wood.
You know.
We do appreciate the little champagne,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
My man said Janae.
Yeah, man. So I don't want to, speak on it too soon till you got the bird in hand.
For
But,
sure.
Follow me on Instagram at JA1DA. You know it's gonna be in the stories. You know
Look,
it's gonna be
below.
In the
You
stories.
gotta say down. It's right there below.
It's right there.
For sure. For sure.
It's gonna be in the stories, the next adventure. So, yeah, man. We're gonna keep on traveling, keep on being inspired. I mean, it was dope. On the last tour, I shot a music video. I had the opportunity to shoot a little trailer music video on the lake in Canoe in Oregon. It's just like little experiences like that make it like, cool. You wouldn't normally just get that. You know what I'm saying? So
The boy went kayaking in Oregon.
in Oregon, they just start letting black people in Oregon. No, for real. I just read it as a Black History Month fact. Like they it used to be illegal for black people to go to Oregon, and the
What?
population is like 2.3% black or something like
That's
that.
crazy, bro.
And I got a
He not
weird
playing.
Oregon
He
story,
not
bro.
playing.
I got a weird Oregon story. bro.
What?
I had to catch an Uber in Oregon. Man. And I had a white Uber driver. I ain't think nothing of it. And this man decided to try to trade jokes. You know how silly we is. This man decided to try to trade jokes. I don't know what made him go this way. He was like, you know what you look like? He was like, I don't know how he got on this topic, but this man called me a chocolate chip pancake, bro. I'm like, bro, what made you go that way? And so So I got mad. So I felt myself get mad. I was like, all right, you know what? I ain't gonna show my car. I'm gonna just get on this same type of time.
Was he white?
He was white. He called me a chocolate chip pancake, and then
racist.
it confused. Hey, bro.
That's racist.
But I was
That's
like,
racist.
when you cook a pancake, it's already brown, so I don't know what you're talking about. So I went this way. I was like, oh, dang, so we telling jokes, and I was like, bro, I got one for you. I said, you a uncooked pancake. You an albino pancake. You a
Hey, you got right. I'm gonna get right back with you. Hey, I'm gonna get right back with you.
Y'all traded Aunt Your Mama jokes, man.
we traded
my
pancake
God.
jokes.
Traded
It
Aunt
was
Your
a
Mama
racial
Everybody
jokes.
said we
And
traded
then he
some
tapped
pancakes.
out. He was like, bro.
It was a racial undertone.
We talk about pancake, real sorry to bother you type vibes, real polite. Well, oh, I'm a chocolate chip pancake. Yeah, you an uncooked pancake.
You an uncooked pancake.
Albino pancake, mayonnaise pancake, buttermilk
syrup
pancake. No
Hey,
syrup.
no syrup. No syrup, but no
Like, hey,
syrup.
whoa, buddy.
You started it, bro. That
No, you started it, bro.
That's
How I
fine,
became a
indeed,
chocolate
boy.
chip. And then when I seen that fun fact today on Instagram, I was like, makes sense. Like, it makes sense.
Yeah,
Like, cause you ever been, you was talking about how it's like being a black production tech and then like working and heavily being in the leader,
Bruh, that's
controlling these
big.
unions and these, and so you kind of deal with some of that a little bit in that sometimes like they don't want to listen to what you
They
say.
don't want to listen, bro. And it be,
It's
bro.
It's a pride thing.
But you never can get mad. You just gotta politely get right with them, like you know what I'm saying.
People can't even
professional.
believe,
Keep it
bro.
professional.
Bro, people can't even believe, honestly, like us doing this and doing it at our age. They be confused. They really be y'all, and it be like, what are they like? But it's like we do so many things within one thing. You never may know what we're doing.
No, yeah,
True.
yeah.
And we all started at ages that were young, bro. Like, way younger than them. Because a lot of them probably started at our ages now.
And they be grandfathering in the job. It's like my son gonna do it, my nephew gonna do it, da da da. And
Yeah,
keep it. You don't
yeah,
you don't
yeah.
learn how to be you don't see LED wall technician in
Cable.
college or like you don't. I didn't know it was like a whole nother other side. Like it's a little.
People don't even understand.
You
It
can
get racist for real at some point. It
True
get to a point to where it's really like being kept. You're being kept at a certain bridge unless you're within a certain network. For real, for real.
Mm-hmm.
That's really how it
But
goes.
that's why the black production family is even more important. You know what I'm saying? It's because we just keep growing that network and to the point where because that only comes when you don't have a say so at the table. You know what I'm saying? And when we're not creating our opportunities, but the minute we create the opportunities, then we get to have clients. We get to show them how to be treated. We get to be get to lead by example.
So that's the perfect topic as far as right now, like clients. That is the perfect topic. You just said it because one client will change your life
That's
in
a fact.
production. One client, bro. All it takes is one client to change your life. That's a fact, bro.
And the experience that you give them might be that determining factor.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you gotta give them the experience that's needed to put that stamp, to seal the deal.
Professionalism.
That professional, because most
customer service.
most clients do
Customer
things
service
annually.
is a big one.
Like, yeah, most clients do things annually.
And I feel like you got to be willing to kind of like give in a little bit to like as far as if they don't have the budget, you still lenient enough to give them a little bit more.
Yeah.
Just on the strength of you're trying to build a relationship.
Yeah. Build a relationship. You got to give to get. You got to get it work in every aspect of life. Even from my brothers that used to trap back in the day. They like, hey, bro, try this.
Mr. A. And so let's just be honest. All right, so we can get into that. Like you'll be surprised, like, okay, we do live our life like artists, and some of us do live our life like trappers. And coming from, where we probably all understand that as black men, we live our life like trappers, quote unquote. And this man invented the word alt trap within itself, which is we're something else, but we're that too. You feel what I'm saying? So I want you to explain more into that. Like, what creatively made you come up with that?
Well, it's the same arena, same mindset, different arena. When I first started doing music, I used to work with this label, who kind of seemingly it felt like they were forcing me into like rapping about what was going on the radio and da 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 da. And I was like, you know what?
That makes sense. That makes sense.
I said, y'all gonna make me do it.
Black,
I'm gonna do it my own way.
Black.
You know what I'm saying? So I'll do it alternatively.
Black.
And you know what I'm saying? Like, I will let them trap and do all what they do, and I'm a decide of being the trapper. I'm gonna be the trap. I'm gonna trap the things that I want. I'm gonna trap the lifestyle I want. Trap the resources that I need, so I can be the person that ain't trapped.
And still living your life like an artist.
Yeah, having that vision. So a trap is always a trend. And so it's good to see the trend so you can know whether to put your stock into something or not put your stock into something. But it's also the best way is to create your own trend, something that people put their stock into.
Facts.
And so that's alt trap, being your own trend and deviating away from what's already been done. And if you're going to do what's already been done, you're doing it better.
Crushing this shit. I love this shit. I ain't gonna cap you down, my boy. I love this shit right here, boy.
Man, you gotta love it, baby. Black Production Family. Follow us, bpf.league, at bpf.league on Instagram. This is the Tech Table, ladies and gentlemen.
Tech Table, man.
I hope y'all enjoyed this episode. We got our brother here one more time. Clap it up for our brother that's here with us.
My boy.
It's a family team.
For sure.
You already know it's a family team. We had a good time here, and y'all definitely gonna check us out again.
Oh.
So we gonna we gonna go. We gonna Rondell just close us out. We gonna close it out with the video No Flossin.
So everybody, No Flossin music video featuring YFN K, shot by Xander B. We got cameos in there for my boy Josh. We got cameos in there for Love and Artistry. You know what I'm saying? It's a vibe, man. So go ahead, make sure y'all go to YouTube or stay tuned to the end of this video and check out No Flossin music video. Free YFN K, Lucci home, baby. Let's go.
You a fool, man.
You know how many guys out here like me selling dope?
Sir, is it true you were a crack cocaine dealer for 7 years?
I plead the fifth.
Tell us about the cartels you dealt with in your time as a crack cocaine dealer.
No, but I can tell you that I plead the fifth.
Exactly how much money did you earn in your time as a crack cocaine dealer?
Mirror on the wall. Who was the nigga with the most swag of them all? Watch me Balenciaga, my tags for the fall. Christian Dior and Louis, her bags, I paid the cost. Have you paid them off? Got a lot of favors, my nigga, no shade to toss. I just made some pay off the yay from the razor talk. Too many keys for the law, too many keys of the salt, too many keys in the vault. Cut my tongue out my mouth, talk to my lawyer, cause a real boss don't talk. Keep my mouth closed, I don't eat floss. That's a mouse hole, that's a rat trap. Don't slip, take cat naps. Cut my tongue out my mouth, talk to my lawyer, cause a real boss don't talk. Keep my mouth closed, I don't eat floss. That's a mouse hole, that's a rat trap. Don't slip, take cat naps. Motherfuck the law, nigga, I made it in the bed, yeah. Motherfuck the judge, nigga, I'm lying for my man, yeah. I'm so close, they still burn, what I'm saying. Yeah, you fucking on my feet, that's how I kill it when I'm stepping. Big killer with me and he ain't watching where you stepping. How they moving in silence when I can Google their confession. How they really supplying if they keep using what they selling. Cut my tongue out my mouth, talk to my lawyer, cause a real boss don't talk. Keep my mouth closed, I don't need floss. That's a mouse hole, that's a rat trap. Don't slip, take cat naps. Cut my tongue out my mouth, talk to my lawyer, cause a real boss don't talk. Keep my mouth closed, I don't need floss. That's a mouse hole, that's a rat trap. Don't slip, take cat naps.
Rondell, man, you were quiet as hell too that last episode, bro. He was quiet.
Bro, that's
wasn't he,
why I
bro?
said I'm gonna have to stop smoking.
You know how many guys out here like me selling dope?
Sir, is it true you were a crack cocaine dealer for 7 years?
I plead the fifth.
Tell us about the cartels you dealt with in your time as a crack cocaine dealer.
No, but I can tell you that I plead the fifth.
Exactly how much money did you earn in your time as a crack cocaine dealer?
Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who was the nigga with the most swag of them all? Watch me Balenciaga, my tags for the fall. Christian Dior and Louis, her bags, I paid the cost. Have you paid them off? Got a lot of favors, my nigga, no shade to toss. I just made some pay off the yay from the razor talk. Too many keys for the law, too many keys of the salt, too many keys in the vault. Cut my tongue out my mouth, talk to my lawyer, cause a real boss don't talk. Keep my mouth closed, I don't eat floss. That's a mouse hole, that's a rat trap. Don't slip, take cat naps. Cut my tongue out my mouth, talk to my lawyer, cause a real boss don't talk. Keep my mouth closed, I don't eat floss. That's a mouse hole, that's a rat trap. Don't slip, take cat naps. Motherfuck the law, nigga, I made it in the bed, yeah. Motherfuck the judge, nigga, I'm lying for my man, yeah. I'm selling drugs, they still burn what I'm selling. Yeah, you fucking on my feet, that's how I kill it when I'm stepping. Big killer with me in here and watching where he stepping. How they moving in silence when I can Google they confession. How they really supplying if they keep using what they selling. Cut my tongue out my mouth, talk to my lawyer, cause a real boss don't talk. Keep my mouth closed, I don't need floss. That's a mouse hole, that's a rat trap. Don't slip, take cat naps. Cut my tongue out my mouth, talk to my lawyer, cause a real boss don't talk. Keep my mouth closed, I don't need floss. That's a mouse hole, that's a rat trap. Don't slip, take cat naps.
So we back. We back. Got my boy 1D in here, man, for sure, man. 1DA, man. So look, that was no flossing, man.
No flousing.
No flossing, man. Tell us, like, I want to hear the creative director side behind that. Like, you got to tell me more because, bro, it's a lot of people out here, they don't understand, bro. When it comes to, like, you have to paint a picture. So let's hear, like, how did you, come up with that idea? Like,
Shouts out to YFNK. It's No Flossin featuring YFNK. He actually came up. We did a project together called Wonderland. And it was basically, I grew up, Section 8 baby, projects. And I had friends like, YFNK growing up. So, but I also jumped off the porch a different way, from each other. But we relate because we came from the same, same experiences. So he was able to talk about, have conversations on the record I wasn't necessarily able to have, and I was able to talk at a different perspective. You know what I'm saying? So he kind of led on that song. I did the beat, and he led and came up with the idea for No Flossing. It's basically not open up your mouth, cut my tongue up my mouth, talk to my lawyer, because the real boss don't talk. I don't even floss. You know what I'm saying? I'll keep my mouth closed. So I was like, boom. And, so we came up, shouts out to Xander B. We sat down, and I told him with the idea of kind of like a surreal courtroom scene, and I wanted to make it flow. It's like keep up with the theme with no flossing and have a shot where YFNK is talking to himself. He's not talking to the law, because a lot of us as black men talk to ourselves in the mirror, you know what I'm saying? And so it's kind of like having like super visuals there to kind of show that aspect. And then the stage production and what we do kind of tied into it, because it's like I was able to assist Xander, in ways, and using our skills from stage production, to kind of help the music video along, and it kind of came into a beautiful marriage. So shouts out to YFNK for coming up with the idea and allowing me to present my side of that and being able to talk on a record like that, because I give you that opportunity. And shouts out for Xander to be having the knowledge and the wherewithal to like bring it all together so beautifully that day.
Man, shout outs to y'all. Y'all was in y'all bag.
Yeah.
On that one. Y'all was definitely in y'all bag.
We had some cameos. We had my brother Josh in there. We had Love and Artistry.
Shout out to Joey, man.
Shout out to Joey.
BPF, man.
BPF family.
Yeah, the family is real deep. For those who don't know, like there's a lot of brothers and sisters involved in the BPF family, and we happy to have Jay Wonder, who is, for those who don't know, a part of the Black production family.
For sure, bro. $100 bills. The video.
Yeah.
That shit hard too, man. That shit hard, bro. I ain't gonna care. That shit hard, bro.
That was a whole nother. It was still production, still tied into that. Shouts out to my boy Brian Close. He done 3D rendering designs for all type of brands. I think AP. Correct me if I'm wrong. He done did some stuff for Kanye, and he did the Rolling on Hundreds logo. Was able to do like 3D designs and like bring it to life. And the concept behind that was just I told Xander, shouts out to Xander again. He brought it all together. I was like, man, I thought about the Wizard of Oz and Shotty being in that tornado, Dorothy being in the tornado, and I kind of wanted the video because that's what it feels like being on tour. You know what I said? It kind of feels like all these moving parts.
A lot of moving
parts. You're trying to keep your home
life
life together. You're trying to keep your career on path. You're trying to, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of moving, and you try to get the show, to give the people the best show and the client the best show that they deserve, and rightfully so. And so I kind of wanted to visually capture that. It kind of feels like Dorothy in that tornado sometimes, like, oh, we got to get this pushing up. We got to rebalancing all these different things. And so we was able to capture that. And when you do it the right way, and when you walk in your purpose and your light the right way, you might find yourself rolling up on $100 bills, you know, and metaphorically or physically.
For sure. Yeah. So that goes perfectly like into our next topic, bro, which is the whole artistry aspect of behind what we do, and how we do it, because us all, you know, well, not us all, excuse me. All of us on this couch are artists in some type of way, some type of form of fashion.
Right.
This is what we do. This is our artistry, for real. So we do that, but in the same token, we're able to provide the client with the necessary look that they're given, you know what I'm saying, or the sound that they're given. So when you talk about our artistry, right, where do you feel like it was immediate love for you for the actual art, the word art within itself?
Well, to be honest, the love for production grew on me, and we kind of grew together. I became a man in the field, and I found my purpose and my reasoning through learning, operating from the aspect to giving, to get. You give your all into something, you give your 100%. It's just like going to the casino and betting. You bet big, you win big. So you show up the best way you can, and you show up with the intent to give, and so you can receive your whatever rate you ask for, or receive whatever you need to receive, so you can be able to show up how you need to show up in your life to be able to, you know, take care of your business. So from that aspect, the love grew once I made the alignment within myself to realize that it all serves my one thing, my purpose, you know. And I was in school. Like, I'm learning from the first tour we did with 2 Chainz, Too Good to Be True. I can honestly say 2 Chainz taught me stage presence and how to work the stage, because I spent 30, 40 shows watching him on stage as every night, building an LED wall and watching him on camera every night work the stage, how he interacted with the crowd. So on that.
Well, with that being said, like, talk more and more about like the benefits that you've seen from working on the audio-visual production side, and then also being an artist. But while being an artist first and being an audio-visual tech on the side benefited you. Like,
yeah, well,
it played hand in hand.
It's all about how you look at things. There's 2 ways you can look at things. It's a clean window and it's a dirty window. And as long as you're looking at it through the positive way, like, for instance, the positive way can be, like, for instance, I took it at school, You know, another way I could have taken on some low vibrational stuff is that, dang, man, like, God, why am I on tour? I know I prayed to be on tour my whole life, and I'm here as a cameraman. Oh man. And then you're not going to show up the best way. You're not going to do a good job, and it's going to represent in your work. But when you show up as I'm in school, it's you don't want to miss a beat on camera. You everywhere he is, you know, you don't want to miss anything. You in with your technical director listening for shots, and you showing up the best way, and giving them a show, and it's going to that show on that IMAX screen translate into the fans having a good time seeing their artists and get everybody getting their money, even though it just seemed like you're doing a camera. You know what I'm saying?
I always see it like you get like the insight of how you want your performance to be. You get the insight of how you want your production to be. Like
that's exactly what it is.
And still always being like a steward to the game.
Right,
you feel me?
right.
Like,
being a student.
Because it's the same way like when it comes to like creating graphics and shit like that. Like it's the same exact thing. Like I would want my graphics to look a certain type
if I
of way.
did this,
Or
that's
technical
exactly
directing,
how you
I would want my show to be blended this type of way. You know what I'm saying? If it was drums and guitar, like camera one, you're hot. Like I would want it to look and feel a certain type of way. So even down to the sound, the lights, all that, like
which takes us to quality too, bro.
And that's the thing, like exactly like you said. Like I am an artist, so if I was in this position, I would want it to go this way. And you know what I'm saying? You get to give the show you always wanted in your head to this artist on stage.
It's real. It's real.
You know what I'm saying?
And
so it's beautiful because in turn, like I get to see, learning in the business. Like I know how to not only build the LED wall. If I was to get a tour budget from a record label, we keeping it in the family. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to outsource it. I know exactly what I know how to what people should be paid, what they worth, and I know how to also do the job. Like on my first tour, I want to be a tech for the first and document it and go and run the show at night. Like
doing everything.
Hey,
doing everything.
Hey, that's really lit though.
No,
that's hard. I ain't gonna cap because ain't nobody did that.
No, like
when you ain't nobody did that. That's hard, bro.
Yeah,
that's hard. You ain't never seen nothing like that. Like that would be dope, bro.
So that's what
part of the production from beginning to end,
from creating the music, from writing the music, creating the beat, mixing and mastering it, taking it then from music production to the stage production, designing your set, and it keeps going. It keeps going. So,
speaking of keep going, like because you wear many hats, bro. Like I commend you on that. Like because to be an artist, then to also be a producer, then to be a studio engineer, then to also be an LED wall tech, and then some. Like, how do you balance it out? Like, is there a field that... I'm trying to see exactly where I'm going with this question. But you feel where I'm coming from. Like, is there a specific field that is above the other? Or
I know where you're going.
That's a great question.
So, I read this book like 2017 called The One Thing. And they told this story about this runner, this track runner from Africa, who his one thing was just running. He had to run from poverty and war in his country. Then it turned into him running toward the Olympics and winning. And then it turned into him running a foundation that helped people that came like from people like him. His one thing was running. My one thing has always been music. Music led me to thinking of going to the Art Institute, getting the audio production. So I learned how to make my music sound good. Meeting Brad McWhorter, who put me on my first tour, and then forced me to learn LED wall. I sat there under Jason Porter on that 2 Chainz tour and learned LED wall.
Shout out to Brad. Shout out to Jason, man.
Shout out to Jason Porter.
Sure.
Man.
Brad.
Shout out to that boy Brad, man. For real.
I give a clap for that, bro.
Yeah, we can give. Yeah, for sure. Shout out to Brad, for sure.
So it turned into just.
We all know each other because of Brad.
Yeah. Facts.
Man, Brad built Brad built some of the best technicians, bro. Like in that little time we were together.
That honestly was like the first BPF, bro.
It was boot camp. It was a real training boot camp.
He started the BPF family, low key, bro.
Wait, that's how we met.
Bro.
That's how we met, though. That's how we met, though.
Yeah, maybe like
That's how we met. That's how we met. That's how we all know each other for sure,
maybe
bro.
like half of the BPF family.
But
Like half of
maybe
us,
like
not.
half of the BPF
but to go
Not-
back,
Yeah.
to go back to your point, it turned into like taking that fear of like, cause he forced me on my first LED wall gig. I told this man, nah, I'm good. I was trying to be a front of house.
You wasn't with
Audio guy.
with it.
I was
wasn't
like,
with it.
I was like, nah, I'm trying to be there. We had a show at Martin Luther King. It was Martin Luther King, and Ronnie was the y'all know Ronnie. He was the project.
I still
manager.
work with my boy. Shout out my boy Ronnie, man. Shout out my boy
He was
Ronnie,
in
dog.
on it.
I
He was
still
in
work
on
with
it.
my boy.
So they tricked me, man.
Nah, for real.
How I became an LED wall tech is they tricked me on it being on the gig. So I did not want no parts of being an LED wall lead on this gig. I was like, man. So he was like, man, just show up. You gonna help. I said, boom. So I show up. It's no LED wall tech. They want to build the LED wall over the pool pit. So, and I'm like, yo, like, hey, man, what does LED wall take? So I just, I locked in, and it was arguably one of the toughest builds of my life. But Ronnie stuck through it. We was there in that church till 4 a.m. Easter Sunday, had to go up 8, 7. And we ended up getting the LED wall working just at 4 a.m. It was the first time I had to tech it without Jason. And it ended up getting through it, and then it just took off from there.
That's crazy, and that was how long ago, bro?
That was 2013,
Oh,
14, 2014. 2013
Been
was too
doing
good to
it,
be
bro.
true.
Been
2014 was when I did January 2000. I never forget it.
Yo, so that's a lesson to some of those that might be watching. Like, don't be prejudiced to some opportunities.
Say
For
yes,
real.
even though you scared. And if you fail,
that fire.
If you fail, you got the lesson. You got that burn. You got. I learned
Fire.
everything.
Trial
Got to
by
be
fire,
thrown into
bro.
that trial by fire, bro. You got to be thrown into that fire. That's what it all boiled down to. You have to be thrown into the fire. That's it. You got to go for what you know. You'll never get it out here.
Never get it.
Never.
So man,
But that's I mean, okay, so Rondell, for you, talk about a time where you got thrown in that fire, like that first initial time. It was like, all right, this is it. Like a real production.
boy. Like, oh, this stuff got real.
Like, stuff got really real. It kind of take me back to, I want to say I spoke about this show at the last episode, kind of. But actually, I don't. That's not it. Let's talk about another one. It was a lighting gig. It was a lighting gig. It was a lighting gig with a console that actually, this is a good one. I'm not gonna say this person's name.
He said that disclosure.
Disclosure. We're not gonna say this person's name. But I want to say I was still, getting into my feet in with the Grand and May. And I wasn't even supposed to be doing lighting on this gig at all, bro. And it's out of town. Me and another tech, we went to Dallas, Texas. I got booked to do an LED wall gig with me and him just to build it. He's gonna map it, and someone else is running graphics. We gotta babysit the wall for like a good 5 days, 6 days. 3 walls. Center wall, 2 out bags. Cool. Of course. Decent rate. Yeah, let's do it. We get there. By the time I get in the venue space, they like, the company that they cross-rented the walls from is like, oh, we good. We gonna build our own joints. We don't even want y'all to touch them. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's what I was here for. So this just made the gig even easier.
Free money.
Free money. Easy situation. As soon as we get to about lunch, you know me, I can't help it. You got to get in with the rest of the crew. I'm helping them fly PAs, helping with audio, everything, stuff like that. By the time we get to lunch, the PM at the time said, "Where's the lighting tech?" Yo, so which one of you is the lighting tech? And we was like, yeah, we supposed to get an LED wall tech and a light tech. It's like, no, we both got booked for the wall.
Yeah.
You know, confirmed with the guy who booked us. So they do all of that, blah, 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 blase, blase. Apparently there was supposed to be a lighting tech. There was lighting fixtures there and everything. Trust and everything, the rig, everything, but no lighting tech. So you already know who the whole crew looks at as soon as they mention lighting tech. It's like 6, 7 people sitting around the table and everybody just look at me in that moment like,
All right, but what you gonna do?
so what you gonna do? I'm like, I wasn't booked for this. But, you know, I wasn't even a official, authentic lighting tech at this point.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, you know, I played with the Grand MA too. Because, you know, Trey trained me up on the Grand MA too. Shout out to Trey Copeland. If it wasn't for my boy Trey Copeland, I would not be doing any lighting gigs at this point. No cap.
Lieutenant Copeland.
Lieutenant
For
Copeland.
sure.
For sure. And this gig, they was like, what board you want? I'm like, there was no lighting console there. Like, the dude who booked everything, the PM was so mad. The dude who booked everything had lighting fixtures there with no lighting console. No lighting tech, but have a full lighting package, cross-rented, and there. The PM was so hot. This is why you should just go with the flow sometimes, people. I was like, you know what, I'll do it. What console can we get? What can be cross-rented right now? Blah, 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 blah. I haven't even looked at you know, everyone usually uses the Hog. But at that point, I was like, I never even touched the Hog.
You did it with the Hog?
No, I never, bro.
The Hog easier than the Grand MA.
Man.
They pulled out a Grand MA 3.
Okay,
They ended up cross-renting the Grand MA 3.
So
So I was like, all right, cool. The 2 is similarly close to the 3. So, bro, I had to program, patch, and get that show ready in like a matter of like God knows how many hours. So me and the tech that was booked as a LED wall tech was like, yo, I'm gonna help you because they said they don't want nobody to touch their wall, so I'm with you. And they put you in a crazy situation. We got it done. But like my first time even looking at a Grand MA 3, ever touching one, remind you, we was at the convention center in Dallas, so it was like 6,000-7,000 people. Lighting package wasn't that crazy, because it was like a corporate show that kind of had concert stuff at night. You know what I'm saying? But you still needed some good looks, some movement, everything. It got to a point to where even they was going to book another tech to come in and program and have stuff done so that way I could just follow through for the rest of the week. By the time I even got started, by the time he got there, I guess they didn't even know that I was going to really rock with it. But by the time he got there, he was like, oh, you already like patched everything. You already programmed stuff, blah, blah, blah. But like,
it's hard.
It was over with.
He was like, yo, how can I help you right now? Like, how can I help you right now for the rest of the week? And shout outs to homeboy. I don't even remember his name. I think he was the head lighting tech at the Potter's house. At that church.
That you saying that was your first official time like being in L1 for
That
real.
was my first.
That's crazy.
Because I even did like stage wash lighting gigs, you know what I'm saying? Like simple stuff, but that's lighting, faders, stuff like that. Even small programming shows where it's like 4, 6, 10 fixtures.
Yeah.
This one had a lot more moving fixtures.
Yeah.
Like a lot more moving fixtures.
That's hard.
You just made me.
And I mean, I was like, bro, don't get me wrong. Shout outs to Trey.
Shout out to Trey.
Because you know he got that call. Hey, bro. Hold on one
And
second.
you know, that's crazy that you say that, bro, because at one point in time, we all done made that call to each other, bro.
Everybody has made that call. I called you, what, yesterday?
Yeah.
Called Tre yesterday. And that's the dopest part about having a family, like, and being a part of a network of technicians, bro, that, because you come across problems every day.
Yeah.
And there's nothing new. Like, there's nothing in a sense, like, there's always something new. Like, there's always something new every day.
But if you work in
Every
a different,
year.
if you work in a different type of system, like for instance, if you get thrown in the fire, where it's like, damn, I don't know how to do lighting, but I know enough to know enough. You feel me? Where
That's what I was about to say. Like,
you can call, yeah.
he made me think of a time. Shout out to LC because he patched the show for me. I went on tour with Wyeth and Lucci in 2018 on Ray for Summer Hill tour, and got thrown in the fire not only as his tour production like manager, like the person who had to advance the show to call the venues, hey, we need this much power, we got this audio, we got da-da-da, we need this going in, to also running his lights. I would build the LED wall, and then it was just 3 lighting fixtures to go part of this set that they had built with the street lamp and everything. And so by the end of that tour, man, like after Tre patched, it was just 3 lights I had to set up every day. By the end of the tour, I never got the lights to be able to like stay home. You know how like you set the lights up straight, boom, 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 boom. They shoot straight like this. But somewhere by the end of the tour, like the lights, I ended up turning the lights like one like cattle corner, one backwards, one like this, because it kind of got the home got like thrown off. The home that setting got thrown off. The lights was like coming back like whoosh, whoosh. But they'd be like doing backflips to go straight, but it all did hit straight. But that was the only time I did like I jumped into like the light tech. I knew enough to like patch the lights and know to change colors and stuff, but I couldn't get the
Yeah,
but we still end up doing the good. We still end up doing having a good tour and a good show. But I just saw those instances you like learn by fire, and like nobody never said nothing. Nobody never noticed. Well, only I noticed it, and then I got back.
And that's it. Like getting through that fire when you put in that situation. Because like I can remember one time on Walker Stalker, that was my first official time like being a V1, thrown in that fire when it came to like touring and stuff. Shout out to Brad again. Thrown in that fire when it came to like touring and stuff like that with a conference as an actual V1 video tech, and bro, it was scary, bro. You know what I'm saying? And once you get past that and you realize like, hold on, like J1 said, like, hold on, you say how much now?
Wait, how much you said you were going to pay? I think I figured it out.
I definitely figured it out for sure. So
I think I can figure it out.
That's the cool part about what we do, and it turned us into artists, like actual artists. Like, believe it or not, we live a life like an artist. We don't hit the clock 9 to 5. We not 9 to 5 people. None of us. You know what I'm saying? This is how we live our life for real. So it's an exciting job, an exciting career, but more so, you have to take it serious, and you have to really appreciate your network and the people that you know, and that's really what it boils down to.
It's a gift too, low key, cause you create, like that's the artistry side of it too, like cause you create from
you gotta continue to create.
You continue to create
the opportunities, create the relationships, and give the client. The client is whatever production company hire you for the job, and their client you adopt. You give them the best product, the best show that they that they deserve, and you rock out. You look good doing it, and that's how you keep getting those calls, yeah.
Those looks, baby, like, and I love it, like, cause being an artist, a music artist. And also working in production, you get to have that say-so on how you want your production to be. How does that feel? Because I know for me, it feels really good. Because that's how I kind of fell in love with audiovisual production.
Yeah.
The music as well as you. So I want to know, like, you told us to transition into it. But, like, how does it articulate in your live show? Like, when you perform, how does it articulate when you doing your music videos?
You see me smiling because, like, I got the opportunity to put on 2. I took my own bread and put on 2 of my own shows last year, one in Atlanta and one in New York. And it's almost like doing it for 11 years at the time, now 12. You kind of like, I finally get the opportunity to like present a show the way I always wanted it to. So I got the shout out to Brennan. We did the show in Atlanta at his warehouse. We built a large LED wall on the floor, and had the lights and the sound, and was able to like, you know, give a show for like we performed No Flossin and stuff from the album Better that we dropping March 1st, and then we did it again in Manhattan. It just so happened that I was looking for a projector because I didn't think I was gonna be able to get an LED wall up there in Manhattan during New York Fashion Week. Like what? What? So so we go to get the projector. My boy Twin go get the projector, and he called me like, yo, Wonder, they got a whole LED wall up in here. I'm like, what? They got an LED wall up in there? I said, bro, you not leaving there without the LED. You not leaving there without the LED wall. He was like, man, they don't even really be using it, like whatever. So I was like, man, like tell that man I'll do a show for him. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever I like, add on the love or whatever. Just bring that LED wall there.
That boy negotiated that thing.
Negotiated it.
Yeah,
that's
bring that LED wall there, and it was able to fit in the budget that I had, you know. And we built that. We built me, Twin, my brother Leak, man. We built that LED wall up for our show, and it turned out fire. It turned out fire.
Champagne, my boy.
Yeah,
that's
man.
hard.
Pour champagne a little bit, my boy. This nigga,
it's cool.
My boy. You said during Fashion Week,
New York,
New York,
like pull it out of a hat. But all that, but when that was nothing compared to like we already did that before. Like on the Millennium Tour, like I performed on 2 tours, and I started that day. I woke up that day as a system technician for the LED wall. And then ended up that day getting a spot. Shout out to that boy Ray.
Shout out to Ray, man.
Shout out that boy Ray. And end up getting presented with the opportunity to get a spot to open up on the same said tour, because I would run my music videos on the tour. Like I wouldn't play it with no sound, but you know I know how my music video look. Mm-hmm. I could have put up a grid or a graph, you know what I'm saying? But I know if my head's supposed to be over there or supposed to be over there, with what I'm taking the wall. So I just did it, you know. And I like to see it on the screen, man.
Exactly.
So it turned
free promotion, free promotion, bro.
So it turned into like, hey, who is that? That's you, and then it just, you know, turned into having that opportunity. So I woke up as the LED wall system technician, getting that opportunity to open up as an artist, to design my visuals on the wall, and come up with my set, rehearse it, perform, open up for all our co-workers, because we all getting paid by the same, you know, promoter that's cutting the check at the end of the night. Open up for them, and then get off stage.
Still cook.
Still cook.
And still
clothes. I got a little inside joke.
Double bag.
Yeah.
That people, it's part family. The family was on my head. You know what I'm saying? Somebody called me Hannah Montana.
Nigga call
you got the best of both worlds. I don't know. You know, it's a Millennium kid that called me that, man. Millennium.
It was cool though, man.
Yeah, shout outs to you, bro, because that's like the work didn't stop.
The work didn't stop, man.
Because y'all got there probably like what, 6 in the morning?
We got there earlier. We got there like
it never stopped.
You know
started at 6 in the morning.
Like literally 6 in the morning.
Walking
until-
chalk. 6 in the morning walking chalk. When you land, you out there with the riggers, seeing where all your points at, knowing how much everything weigh. You know, once you get all your points in the air.
Man, that tour food ain't it.
That 2-4 is not it.
Oh my God, that tour food ain't it, bro.
It be
I just thought about it, bro. It just hit me, bro. Oh my God, bro. That is the worst shit ever.
It be some of the best.
You pizza every night down there, at least 2-3 times a week. Wings.
They gonna wing and pizza.
Jimmy John, motherfucker. They gonna definitely hit you with the Jimmy John, bro.
Bro, I be mad because, you know, shout out to my brothers because, you know, some of the tours that I've been on, I've filled in for a lot of technicians.
Yeah.
But the rules are always the same, no matter what tour you on.
No matter what tour
what
you on, bro. It don't matter.
Bro.
Unless you gotta be on them big tours.
You ain't about to boo-boo on that bus, my boy.
No, you right.
Nah, that's for sure.
So that's why that food, that catered food,
yeah,
it ain't it for me, bro.
Catering be, boy, talk about that catering, boy.
It depends. Sometimes it's hit or miss.
That
bro.
catering hit or miss.
It's hit or miss.
You gotta pick your poison.
Oh my God. Catering is hit or miss. That's crazy.
Yeah.
It be like that, bro.
It be
like that, bro.
It's bad days.
So look. What you got coming up right now, like as far as like your shows wise, you know, not on the J Wonder artistry side, but like the LED side or the actual AV side of things. Like what do you got coming up?
You know, it's still early in the year. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I want to speak on nothing too soon, but there's a lot of great things coming up. And you know, it's early right now, so y'all just follow me on Instagram. That's JA1DA. Watch them stories. Be on the lookout for them songs I'm gonna be releasing. Be on the lookout for March 1st. We dropping better. And you're gonna see me pop up in the city near you somewhere, wherever you are. It don't matter. We gonna be there. And I'll put you down. You'll see who we on the road with. Stay tuned.
Without getting too much into the future right now, because I know you don't want to get too crazy.
I don't want to. Yeah.
But then talk about the past. Like if you had to choose, like, let's say a favorite one, or if you can't even think about one, or think of your favorite two. Like, what was your favorite two
tours I've been on,
or even gigs?
That's tough
because there's some gigs that are like one-offs that are really dope.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, depending on the client, depending on the venue, depending on what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
I gotta go with the Millennium Tour, the one I got the opportunity to perform MGM Grand, Las Vegas. I got a chance for my mom to see me perform on stage, and my sisters in Jacksonville on the arena tour, and see people like receiving the music almost like it's a sign from God. Like, boy, this shit gonna work. Excuse my language, you know what I'm saying? So I gotta put that one up there.
Champagne, bro. Because that's an accomplishment, bro. That's one for.
Yeah. You opening up for.
You have artists that haven't been out for years. For probably 20, 30 years that never performed at
MGM Grand.
MGM Grand.
So it's kind of crazy. It kind of feels surreal a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Like, I ain't gonna lie, I want to clap up for that.
Oh yeah, it feels surreal.
I want to clap up to you on that.
That's
low key,
because it was
sure.
After that, the reality is after that, it was right back to the grind. It wasn't like oh, it was right back to the grind. It was like, it was just like a kiss from God. They be like, boy, you on the right track. Like, keep going. Like,
bro. So can I at least ask you, how is it working with Janae? Can I at least ask that question?
Man, Janae is. You see me blushing, man. Janae is.
Would that be the next tour? Like after the Millennium Tour, would that be your next favorite tour? The Janae Akel?
I would say, because it's crazy. It's two, because it's only 2 tours where I gained like a real family afterwards. Like the Ray from Summer Hill tour, like me, Lucci, and the family, and wife and Kay, we still locked into this day. And Janae is another person like who's so authentic and so genuine and so dedicated to her craft, to where you wanted to. It didn't matter that we were just rolling out of bed a couple hours early, building this 110 foot wide wall by
like
60 depth.
Creative and shit.
It was creative. She had amethyst stones coming out of the ground. Like shouts out to Oz Carrington. He was a part of the creative direction behind that too. And just seeing how dedicated she was with her dancers, and that's her team, and it was her first arena tour since coming back from COVID, because she was about to do a tour before COVID, but then COVID happened, and so it's the first time like she's like first arena run, and to be able to show up in that way and have experienced techs, and shouts out to Brad and Alex, and to just make it seemingly created the impossible some nights to be able to put on that production. It was like a musical fairy tale. You were just immersed in her world, and she's all about healing and sound baths and your frequencies and your vibes and what you ate. She's one of the first artists
and what you ate,
as beautiful as she is and as dope as she is and as big as she is, to come in and embrace you, almost like a. And so it made you want to go hard for her. Exactly. And just watching those, and I was the camera up on that stage too. So watching like her set, like from Gracie playing the harp, from Bubby Lewis on the bass guitar, like amazing, like incredible, like every night, and being out there with Josh, from the BPF family every night, and like me and him working in tandem as a team is like something any production company is like,
man, talk about it.
Able to have, you know what I'm saying?
That's one of them, like, that's not to cut you off, but bro, that's one of them things that BPF, like, within our organization, you and Josh, right, within our organization, y'all ran into each other and y'all built the true brotherhood. For real.
He made me better, I made him the same way. Vice versa. And we all make each other better.
We get it. Crazy. We get it. Yeah, we understand BPF. But we know and respect you and Josh grind, together as like brothers, cause y'all for sure like since day one, like, and that's real, bro. You got to respect that just in strength of understanding. You get what I'm saying?
Challenge each other every day to be better than we was yesterday. Like, bro, you ain't about to. You ain't about to slow me down doing it. I ain't about to. Sometimes we be bumping heads, arguing. People think you know what I'm saying? But it's all because we so passionate about what we do. Yeah. And we want to. Sometimes we have our own way of getting the same job done, but it's all about which one is gonna be faster. Somebody got to concede, and that normally don't take long. All right.
But you got to talk about that passion aspect of it.
It's a love and a joy. It's a love and a joy. Like, it all goes back into giving to get. It's an actual joy to see something go from Vectorworks or schematic to come into real life. It's almost like a small representation of what you can do with your real life. From a dream or a vision, you could turn it into like your reality. Like, we're not the artists, but we on the same schedule as them. We can wake up and play Call of Duty with any other client. We want to all day. We so choose. You know what I'm saying? But like, it's just a beautiful thing, man. And you got to understand that you blessed and not take it for granted, because people not take it for granted, and that's what motivates you. That's what makes you show up with a smile, even though you tired
every day,
bro. Every day, especially on that tour. That's the tour life, like.
Yeah. So, we been going for a minute, man. We probably at like 40, 50 minutes now. I don't know. Something like that. We could wrap it up, though. My boy Wendy, could you tell him? Please tell him where to follow you at, man. You got to.
Y'all follow me on Instagram at JA1DA. And be on the lookout for Better coming out March 1st. Better is an album about all of us being better than we was the day before,
That's lit.
And
that's lit.
Yeah, continuing to be better, and hopefully by the time you get done listening to this album, you're a better version of yourself. You find something something that you could take with you. But it's a project about, you know, kind of like being in that whirlwind, kind of not becoming that boring to that man, and taking all these influences and these experiences and making some auditory representation of that, you know.
Shout out to 1DA, man. Y'all go follow my boy, man. You are watching the Tech Table, man. The Tech Table. This is the Black Production family, man. This is how we kick it, man. You already know what the going on, man. But we gonna take you up out of here, man. I appreciate y'all for watching, for real.